Hey, tonight it's the Painted Pink Challenge. We're doing a Daytona Superbird. Or maybe not. In my last video, I showed how bad the castings were and how horrible the body lines were hidden under the paint and a misstamping on the trunk lids. The work required to repair this just made it impossible for me to do that car for this video. So I decided to switch it up, turn it around, and do something just a little out of order. Alright, so what we're doing now is I've got this casting. It's a Hot Wheels Monte Carlo stock car. I don't even know what year. I haven't even looked at it. I'm not too worried about it. I've already drilled, tapped it, separated it. And now I'm taking out the screws. It's a plastic body, metal base. Horrible detail, real horrible detail. Car looks like it was pinched in the middle a bit. It's about, scale wise, it looks like the car is about 2 foot narrower than it should be. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take it apart. And then I'm looking at the wheels. It rolls nice and everything, but those wheels are not going to work for the build that I'm going to do. So we're going to use a Dremel. We're going to cut the tabs because I'm going to go ahead and reseat this with brass tubing. And I've learned that when I'm cutting the tabs, how you can tell when you've gone far enough without going too far is when you see the white sparks fly off. That's the carbon steel that the axles are made out of. That's when your tool's just touching them. So at that point, the wheels are ready to come off in one piece without bending the axles. I'll be able to use these wheels on another project, and so it'll work out for what I'm going to do here. The car has zero detail. Again, like I said, there's no interior. It's solid plastic, black plastic windows, so you can't see inside. The base is pretty good. Here I'm going to pick some wheels, and I just threw those because I realized what they are. They're a 3-star Cyclone, and I hate 3-bladed wheels. They just look horrible on any car, in my opinion. But I'm testing out some wheels to see if I'm going to have to alter wheelbase or wheel wells. Give it a little Scotch-Brite. This thing's got Hulk tampos all over it. And, so we're going to smooth everything out. Just, like I said, Scotch-Brite her down, get ready for primer. I'll be giving it a coat of white primer. None of my spraying is on video right now. I still have to get camera set up for the paint booth, and, it's kind of hard to hold a camera and spray the car at the same time. So at this particular moment, until I get a nice boom or something, I'm just doing all my spraying off to the side. Here I'm taking a file, cleaning all the window edges, getting rid of all the burrs, any flashing left on the body from molding process. I've already primered it white, just making sure I've got her cleaned up real good. I've already got the wheels and axle set on the base. There's a large number of people that say they hate the plastic bodies. They're just terrible. I kind of like them for certain kind of builds because they lend themselves very easily to those builds. Here I've done some drilling on the body. I'm making some crash bars, doing a little bit of detailing to it. I left the windows in here at one point because I just considered putting armor over them and calling it a day, but you know, I decided against that. What I ended up doing was I just took the windows out and threw them in the trash. They're just terrible. They don't fit right. There's big gaps. So I got rid of those. Use a little bit of accelerator there to work the bars in place better, make sure they're lining up right. And, you know, it's one of those things where it's trial and error to make them all. You know, you got 4 corners, 4 different wheel guards, and it's kind of hard sometimes to get them all lined up. You know, they want to move around a little bit, and so the accelerator that I use is a slow accelerator. It cures the outside instantly, but the inside of the glue itself stays soft for a few extra seconds, gives you time to line it up before it finally solidifies. And now I'm going back and, you know, stiffening up all the joints now that everything's lined up. Hit it with the accelerator again. There's a quick view of the crash bars on the car. And, you know, now we'll go on and start doing some of the detail work. I made front and rear bumpers from scratch with styrene, and I've lost a bit of that footage. New camera, new transitions, just, you know, still working with paper clips, doing a little bit of reinforcing here and there. The new camera is going to be kicking in here pretty soon, and this is where I lost some of the footage because I didn't have the settings right, and instead of auto saving what I was doing, it actually ejected it, and I lost the footage because it didn't save. But you know, I've got that situation cured, so we won't be having that problem again. Here's the car with the front and rear bumpers built, the crash bars installed, front and rear wheels are set. And again, like I said, these black plastic windows, they just didn't suit me very well. So I ended up throwing them away, and I scratch built window armor for the entire car. And again, like I said, I lost some of this footage. So here's the car completed. This car was completely brush painted, and I'll do a video here now that I got the camera set to where I can show this process. The car is pink. It is coated with a color changer, color shift, folk art, acrylic pearl, hot pink, and it should pink. Hand build a air cleaner for it out of styrene. All the armor's made out of styrene and porch screen. Concept behind the car, you know, 2025 stock car. You know, the death races, I've seen those cars. I just didn't feel that putting any weapons on this would, you know, go to the advantage. Large exhaust pipes exiting the rear valance panel. Again, got rid of that nasty glass and just went with scratch built armor, you know, plating. But anyway, there it is, fellas. And I want to thank Frank Shimada, my one-time sponsor. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell. That's the Paint It Pink Challenge.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here